places. Places, please, for the cold open.
Well, I think at the end of the day, we're kind of geniuses.
Okay, I feel like it's a little much. I think
No,
the show went pretty well last time.
I would say I could kill God. I think don't drink my beer. I'm a God killer. Get your own beer, buddy. I don't think so.
I feel like a God killer would have killed me for drinking his drink. So.
Well, all I'm saying is you weren't here last show.
Well, I mean, no, I
And
was as good as here.
You
though.
weren't here at all for the
I
last
was
show.
here for like at least a
And
couple.
look, I hate to be this guy, it was the best show we've ever had. Okay? It was kind of a sold out, packed house. People threw flowers at us. We were kissing babies, okay? The whole nine
Who brought their
yards.
baby to the show?
I brought my baby to the show. I got a baby and I brought it to the show. I got a baby, I brought it to the show, I had everybody kiss the baby.
Not opening that can of worms.
And that's good.
Can't.
Look, all I'm saying is...
I know, I heard it was great. I heard it went really, really well.
Yeah.
That's great for you guys.
Yeah. And we just didn't need you here, you know? Like,
I don't know.
like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, you weren't here, and then the show went really well.
I did hear it was a little bit haywire, a little hectic.
I don't think
Kind of
so.
all over the
No,
place.
I
Sorry.
think it was perfect.
Can you stay on here, Mark?
We're not doing marks.
We are
We're
doing
not
marks.
doing blocking. We're not doing marks.
We are doing blocks and we are doing marking.
That just doesn't sound right.
And no, it's an important part of stagecraft. No,
I don't
okay,
think
no,
we
you're too
have
far over.
stagecraft.
You're too far over.
I
now.
think what we are people in a basement yelling at each other. At the end of the day, that's what the show is.
I know. I think that you're just a little bit too far over, and it's
Okay,
not
what do you
framing
want me
it
to
well
do?
for
How's
them.
this?
No,
How's this?
that's where you
Is
were
this
when
good
I.
for you?
No, you got to at
How's
least have
this?
a
Do
three-quarter
you like
turn.
this? Do you like staring at my dumb little ass? You idiot? Is this what you want?
I'm not. I don't hate it.
Look, I know you don't, big boy. All I'm saying is the show went really well last time, and you weren't here. Which begs the question, have we built something that can just sort of like sustain itself on its own?
I don't think so.
And if,
no.
and theoretically, if I needed to move to Alaska tomorrow, forever, the show would be fine, right? You guys would just, it's like a Lego set. It's plug and play, you take me out, you put another tall, handsome guy in, and then the show just keeps going forever.
Okay, wait. So you think you're as replaceable as I am?
More.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now that doesn't feel as hurtful.
Yeah.
The way this started.
And I'm just saying, I think I'm gonna take off.
Oh, don't take off.
I think I'm gonna leave.
I think you can't leave.
I think-
okay, Eli's got a surprise, and
Oh,
you can't.
fuck.
You gotta at least stay for the Eli surprise.
Okay, yeah, Eli's not here right now. Where?
No, he's-
Surprise. I have a surprise.
You have a surprise?
Hi everybody, how are you
Okay.
guys doing? I'm just excited. The show's been going super well, and I'm just taking big swings now. I don't even care anymore. I've lost it.
All right.
What do you?
No, just do it. No, do it. Do your surprise.
What?
Are you guys excited?
I believe in you.
I don't know.
I don't like the way you say it.
Here's something I do know. In the history of the Short Straw, we have made exactly $300.
Revenue. Let's be clear, revenue.
Revenue.
Not profit.
That has changed.
Well, and so when I checked the Short Straw bank account this morning, it was at 0.
Negative 10, actually.
Yeah, and
But,
so we know that Eli has done something.
well, you guys want to see what I did? Do you guys want to see what I did? Come on, everybody, get out here!
What is this? What the fuck is this? This is not anything. This is not. This is good.
Yeah, that's great.
Eli, what are these supposed to be?
I bought a zoo.
Wait, like a rainforest cafe?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
No. What do they do in the show?
Yeah, well, they're here. They're for ambiance. They love it. Look at them. They all love everything that's going on. I bought a zoo.
You bought a zoo for $300?
Well, I leased it, but
Okay, you leased a zoo?
it's a rent-to-own thing.
So we rent to own a zoo now.
Yeah,
Do we own all these animals?
partially. Until we can't make the payment. But our names are on a piece of paper that say we own this.
What is she doing?
She was supposed to be a bear, and she's just a bear. You know what, just go out. Just go be with the people. Go Go enjoy it. Go enjoy it.
Short straw is the thing you pick when you can't pick something else. You can pick your friends, you can pick an ex. The short straw is the thing you pick when you got no chance to make a lick of sense at all. What are we gonna do? And there's a little bit of us, but there's a lot of all of you. And I'm not trying to trick anyone. I just want us all to take a seat and have a little blah 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 blah.
Hey everybody, Short Straw! Thank you all for being here.
Such a great night. So glad you all came here.
I'm confused. Anybody else confused?
I think they all love it. I know she does. That's pretty cool.
That's cool anyway, though.
It's the
That the show the show doesn't really add to that.
that beat us.
If anything, the show detracts from that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It feels like we wrote something that upstages our whole thing.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just gonna be looking at you the whole time. You do look kind of like an alien in a spaceship. You know, you just got a little face here. You guys can't see that. That's just a joke for us.
Yeah. You also can't breathe in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Try not to breathe too much or you'll die.
Yeah. We're doing a drink special tonight. It's the Short Straw. Every month we make a new cocktail, brand new, that we Mixological come together with.
We mixological, everybody.
We Mixological
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
We're mixologists.
So tonight it's just vodka and juice.
yeah,
And,
That's our cocktail. Jungle
Yeah,
juice.
they said we couldn't serve it out of a cooler.
Is it health codes?
It's a health code thing, yeah, which seems rude.
But we wanted the atmosphere we were going for was really safe frat party.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a thing that exists in the world?
You better feel safe.
You better feel safe and get drunk.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're going for.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of a good time. And if you guys haven't seen the show before, this is called The Short Straw. Okay, that's what the show
Said it a
is. It's what?
Huh?
What?
We said it a lot.
Well, I didn't say it, and so it doesn't matter.
Right.
The Short Straw is a 90-minute comedy variety show. The way that The Short Straw came to be is one day the three of us got really drunk at a Texas Roadhouse, and we said, what if we had our own show? And then we decided to craft the show about writing 10 new minutes of stand-up comedy material. And if any mathematicians are in the house, you'll realize that 10 plus 10 plus 10 does not equal 90.
No.
And so that's why we have a bunch of filler. Filler everywhere.
Yeah. And let me tell you, filler better than the stand-up usually.
Turns out, yes, yeah. And so this is the 5th time we've been doing the stand-up Short Straw show.
Yep.
And it turns out that the stand-up is the worst part.
So we cut that to 7 minutes to
Now we're just doing 7 minutes.
So
More filler.
Because
more
if
filler, less show.
If you have a dream, compromise on it. I've always been saying that.
High crash in the ground.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. God bless America.
Some of you might notice that you have a.
I meant it.
Okay. I need to take a minute to reset. Sorry.
I think you were talking about the boxes.
The boxes,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
boxes. You might all notice that you have a bunch of boxes on your tables. This show, a big part of the show is, well, don't open them yet.
Don't
you
fucking
touch
touch
I
them.
swear to God.
Don't fucking touch the boxes. I'll freak out. No.
Well, you did kind of just.
I'm sorry, I freaked out like that. That's my bad. I'm under a lot of stress at work.
You gotta apologize.
I'm sorry.
By work, he means unemployed.
Yeah, it's hard to cash those checks every week.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
So wait.
No, go ahead.
No, the boxes.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, the boxes. Sorry. I was gonna get on a comedian scholarship thing.
Don't.
Yeah, don't.
That's what I call unemployment. Comedians lose their jobs a lot.
Why do we have
The boxes, right? The boxes. They're there. You've got them. There's a whole part. There's a whole part of the show that has to do with the boxes.
We love audience participation.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And there's little straws inside of them, and sometimes we'll let you choose a straw, and we'll decide which of you is going to come up.
Exactly.
Now you might be thinking, oh, if I get the short straw, I will come up. No, every box
No.
is different and has different rules, and we've memorized all of them.
Know them
Yes.
already.
Yeah.
And I know what you're thinking. If I trade boxes with another table, do the rules from the first table apply to the box that has been traded?
No.
Shut up. We know the rules and we know them good.
We're
Yeah,
tracking
okay.
where the boxes are. Each box corresponds to different tables differently. So if
Yes.
you switch them, it's not even like you're trading rules now.
It's like a new set of rules. It's a lot of math. The show is mostly math.
It's a lot
Does
of
that make
math.
sense to
Yeah.
everybody? Yeah. Okay, good.
a lot of math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to show them kind of how it works?
Yeah. Okay, that's a great idea. Okay.
All right. You. Do you have a box?
Do you have a box?
Okay. Do you have other
Okay.
people with you?
How many people are you with?
Are you? Yeah. How many animals?
How many animals are around you right now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Pick these animals that are next to you, and then you guys are gonna draw straws.
Right.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And the rule for yep.
Well, but let them draw the straws
yeah,
first. Yeah,
Draw the
okay,
straws.
We know the
Yeah.
rules.
So you
for
can open
this.
the box
Yeah,
now.
Totally know
Okay.
the rules for this.
Yeah.
box.
Do you have a
Yeah.
question?
All of them.
What the fuck is a straw? I'm
You're a monkey.
You're not supposed
Monkeys
to talk.
don't talk. Monkeys don't talk. Sorry for the freak out. Okay, so you all draw straws.
Draw straws.
Boy, he's...
I get to pick an animal.
Yeah.
Nope.
What? Hold on. No, do
Everybody's
it. No,
drawing
do it.
straws. Everybody just draw a straw.
No, do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And now,
Okay.
I
Okay.
do believe the rule for this
Yeah,
box
the rule-
is
yeah, go
that
ahead. Yeah, you do,
it
yeah.
would be animal cruelty to have them participate, so you are
It's it.
too.
Yeah, yeah,
No, it's
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
So
Oh, right.
And what's your name?
What's your name?
Dan.
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 Give it up for Dan.
Dan, where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Phil. Which
Sorry.
state?
Which Philadelphia?
Somewhere on the East Coast.
Okay.
Okay,
Somewhere-
he's cagey. He's cagey.
Yeah, somewhere over there.
Not an honest guy.
What do you do for work?
I am a mechanic.
You're a mechanic?
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mechanize?
Snowcats.
Okay, sorry.
Snowcats.
I don't know what that
The
means.
actual animal's not the vehicle.
Yeah, not an animal.
Wait,
well, there's cats that run on a little wheel and it powers them.
Are you a
Yeah.
vet?
Part-time.
He's a mechanical vet. That's
He's a
cool.
mechanic.
Yeah,
vet.
slightly.
Okay.
So a lot of stuff goes wrong a lot of the time with that. But it's
Yeah.
a whole different problem.
Sure. No. Yeah. Okay.
So part of the reason that we do audience participation is to randomize the show, so we can't actually predict how anything's going to go or really know what's going to happen. So you get to pick the order that we have to do stand-up in.
Yes. Your job is to decide who of us goes when in the show, and we will stick to that.
Yeah.
And the metrics. Okay, but
We
you
won't
get
stick to anything else you say.
Yeah.
Not a single other thing.
Yeah.
So you get to ask us all one question, and then decide who goes in what order for
Yeah.
doing stand-up now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Or you can just go off vibes. There are no rules.
No rules.
I took my hat off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just ask any question.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's
There's a lot of
hard.
options running through
I know,
my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky. to
The
be
full
on
set
stage.
of possibilities on questions is large.
Yeah. There are a lot of possible questions you could ask.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a general stand-up rule we just taught you is ask them where they work.
Yes. That's called
Yeah,
crowd work
that's
101.
it. Crowd work 101. That's a good start. Gets you a good vibe on people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, use a hat on a hat on a hat.
A hat on a hat.
All right.
But the first one's bad.
I'll start off. Do you collect hats?
No, but I do buy them because I want really cool things to happen sometimes.
Yeah.
I also don't collect hats.
Good to know.
Is it all the same question? No.
Objection. Stopping up random information.
Fine. When did you learn how to ride a bike?
I learned how to ride a bike when I think I was like 4 or 5 years old. And then I immediately progressed to a motorcycle.
Two wheels.
Yeah.
2 wheels and an engine, baby.
Yeah.
He's a hard one to put down.
Hey, we've been trying to put him down
I've
for
been
years.
trying to
The vet complained.
Yeah.
Looks like it's easy to say stuff about. I don't
He's
know.
evil. Yeah. Look at how weird he is.
How evil could I
Sticky legs.
Yeah, ask him how he got so cute.
Yes.
How did you get-
How'd you get so cute, Colin? You fried his brain.
I've never heard that.
No one's ever.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's.
That's a first.
Yeah, people don't normally say nice things about me. Normally they go immediately to hard-hitting questions.
We try to be as mean as possible.
I can tell when I wanted to be a little bit nicer.
That's
You need to pick me up.
Yeah.
So what order do you think we should go in?
Yeah. Now that you've got a chance to know us all really personally, who does stand up first?
Me?
Yeah! Okay, so Cosmin will go first, and then who goes second between you and I?
Second, third.
Second, third. First,
Okay,
second,
that's
third.
all right.
That's all right.
That's everybody.
Give it up for Dan.
That's all, yeah. So the rest of the show's Dan's fault now.
Yes. If you have a problem, take it up with Dan.
Welcome back to Philly.
So now it's our what's almost pretty much kind of like important part of the show. It's our favorite part of the show.
Oh my God, yeah. It's
It's
time
our
for our second audience participation.
For this one,
Yeah.
we're actually we're going through we're thinking about failure tonight.
Our theme is fear of failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're-
Oh my God, every show has a theme. Did we say that already?
But it almost doesn't matter.
But no one ever knows what the theme is.
No, we have to say it,
Self-included.
which is how you know it's a good theme.
Yes.
Yeah.
The theme of this show is fear of failure.
Yep. So we're looking for maybe partners or roommates who've had disagreements that are going on right now that you're trying to work through. Things that annoy you about another person. Are there people like that here tonight?
Who in the room is going through a conflict with someone else in the room right now? And I know this sounds like a joke. It's not.
Very not.
The show will not progress until you admit it. So
Yeah.
if you have a bone to pick,
Better pick it now. Who in this room has a conflict? You have a conflict with somebody?
I do.
Okay. Who in the room do you have a conflict with? With Ash?
Yeah.
All right, y'all get up here. Yeah.
Come on up.
All right, make it Ash like a Ash.
Check it down.
Right here.
Okay. Okay. And what we're doing now is called we're now entering into the space of we were gonna call it roommate court, but as far as I can know, you guys are not roommates. So we're gonna call it people court.
Yeah.
Does that sound okay with everybody? Just kind of court. No, it's people court. And so now we'll,
Courtney.
how about you shut the fuck up?
Hey, calm down.
we know him. We can do it.
Okay, hey, why don't y'all tell everybody who you are?
I'm Cubby.
This is Cubby, our friend Cubby, and this is
Hi, I'm Ashton.
Give it up for them.
Not our friend Cubby and Ashton.
our friend Cubby and her friend Ashton. Relationships clear.
my friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is you're both going to explain your side of the argument, and then Kaufman and I are going to argue it for you for Eli the judge.
Yep.
Everybody understand the rules of this game?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, Cubby, you're up.
Should I stand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Address the court, please.
If it pleases the court,
Yes, my lord.
this man will not let us be actually together.
Whoa! Sharks?
I met this man in November
November!
on a dating app.
Dating app!
And you know what we were doing? Dating.
Dayton! Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, that. You have questions?
I just wanted to thank him for saying the state.
You're welcome. Philly, Ohio.
Ash and I have hung out probably an average of 3 to 4 times a week since then.
Since November?
Yes.
That's a lot of it.
Excluding times when either of us are out of town, but I digress. But I must say, I am Ash's only friend in Montana. But
That's true.
But one time, are you gonna hate me after this? One time,
he's gonna.
It's worth it!
With your mom tomorrow night.
that is true. Dinner with my mom tomorrow.
Hey, you'll get a chance to talk in a second. Okay, listen to Cubby.
There was one time. Actually, let me preface this by saying this man has broken up with me 3 times and we've never actually been together.
Shame. Crazy.
Probably a good reason.
Oh no, she does stand. I recall one time when he was actually like, "Hey, are we like together?" I was like, "Hell yeah, dog!" And then the next day he was like, "Psych, fuck you."
Asher's turn.
Wait,
I feel like he's got it.
Closing arguments.
Closing statement.
Closing statement. Okay, to the point where I've been like, "Hey man, my friends don't know about any of this, so we have to act like we're together this whole time."
Yep.
So, okay, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ashton. If you guys didn't already know.
I'm on his side now.
We're winning this case.
So, long story short, I got out of a very long-term relationship, and I got out of that because I walked in on my ex cheating on me in our bed with her best friend, and that's how I found out I repeatedly date lesbians.
Are you doing stand-up right now?
It seems like a bit.
Are you doing stand-up?
Well, so actually, she drives a blue Subaru Crosstrek to add to the lore. Well, no, you verified this because I'm an icon according to CJ.
Okay, you're using the I have a trans best friend card. Okay, white guy.
Yeah! This case is awesome!
So if it's not also clear, I'm emotionally unavailable, emotionally immature, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life at this point. I just kind of moved here and bought a truck. And I'm trying to get my motorcycle license.
Don't take his side.
I'm not!
Big dog! That's my time.
That has something to do with me.
I'd like you to be the first lawyer. Please.
Okay.
Please defend Cubby here.
I will now present my arguments for, just so we're all clear, you're pro being in a relationship,
Yeah.
and you're anti.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And defend a woman for the first time in your life.
Webster's dictionary defines love. I think at the end of the day, we've all wanted love. Okay? At the end of raise your hand if you have been in here and you've wanted love. Okay? I know we've all wanted love, right? And sometimes love comes in the form of a guy who wants to kill himself so he buys a truck. And sometimes love is we've hung out every day since you moved here and I'm the only person you know in Bozeman. That's also love, okay? And I think that at the end of the day, Cubby should get what she wants because she's my friend. And I support women.
Objection, speculation.
No. There's plenty of evidence for it. Just look at what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, verified.
For some reason, doing a Trump impression when I do it. I don't know why. And so I think my appeal to this court and to the judge that I think is Eli, we didn't write that far ahead, is that love is love is love is love. And it doesn't matter if Cubby's friend is trans. Literally, I don't think that even comes up in the argument at all. And maybe Ashton is afraid because he's been hurt before. But what I can tell you about Cubby is she's probably not a lesbian.
Do your worst.
What? That guy knows too much about me.
Well, I say. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm but a simple country lawyer, and I just doing a normal thing, defending a guy like a country lawyer would do. All right? Now I say, if I was, I can't keep this voice up. Underneath every problem is an underlying problem. And that is why it is so named. Most problems arise in the form of dishes. Who has not had a relationship in which dishes have not been the source of some other argument? Have y'all ever argued about dishes? She's dressed like a chef, so probably.
Objection relevant?
Sustained. Now I have to say, dishes.
Objection relevant.
Dishes are a complicated subject. They are. There's a lot of different ways to do
You've
them.
been objected.
People disagree. Well, he seems sustaining. People disagree on how to load a dishwasher.
What do you think sustain me?
Oh, sorry. Overruled big time. I didn't mean the other one.
That's why I call as my first witness.
Wait, what? We're doing witnesses?
Hey.
Their dishwasher. Sorry, CJ, if you could just face off, like a 3/4 turn. Okay. Now tell me, what kind of dishwashing arguments have they been having?
Objection!
Overruled. Sit down, you beast.
They're just the worst. They never use me. They abuse me. I'm practically held together with duct tape. He only loaded the dishes one time. He overloaded it and blamed me for not cleaning everything. The only time she loaded it, you know what she did? Paper plate! What am I supposed to do with a paper plate? Tell me! What was my hand?
Tell me about this shit.
You wash that!
Now, to me, it sounds like the dishwasher's the problem. That's why I think everyone in this room should buy a GE dishwasher.
No! Yes, this is not a dishwasher commercial!
Yes, GE dishwashers. They're generally electrified. They're not scared. I rest my case.
Now is put it to a vote, I guess. Who's in favor of Cubby?
Woo!
Who's in favor of Ash? That was weird. Can I get somebody to count that?
Find a man that wants you.
What?
What? Do we have anyone who can count the votes?
Anybody who can count the
Anyone
votes?
counting votes?
raise your hand. Just
Raise your hand if you're voting for Ash.
Boys? Oh!
Jade, you can't
My
vote
table's
twice.
falling out! This must be a dream! 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 votes. Oh, no, 10, 11.
Okay, now if you're voting in favor of love, raise your hand.
No.
Who's voting in favor of love?
No, I think Ash won.
All right. You can leave.
Ash has got to get
All right.
Well,
Okay, and that's kind of what the show is. Okay. Is everybody really clear on what the show is now?
Yeah.
And also, I just want to before we dive into the stand-up, I just want to tease a few things because it's going to be a fun show. We're doing roughly 90 minutes, but we've got a celebrity who's on their way in.
Yeah, celebrities
We've got a
here.
celebrity who's trying to do a career change. We have a dominatrix. I don't know if you guys got little pieces of paper from Henry when you came in, but if you didn't, I would love for you to take a little piece of paper and write down your kinkiest question and put it in a weird silver bucket. Okay? Does that make sense, everybody?
it can be a normal silver bucket.
No, it can't be.
We won't get those ones, but
It's
you
a
could find a
kinky
normal
bucket.
silver.
It's a kinky, it's a sexy little bucket. And I think now it's time for our first stand-up
First
act,
stand-up of the night.
which is Alex
Alex
Kaufman.
Kaufman!
Next one.
Boy, let me tell you, I am a serial procrastinator, and I don't think I have one time actually written all of the material for the show that I'm supposed to. So, Dan, pretty mean guy, honestly. He could tell I was nervous and specifically fucked me over very hard, which is great. Look, I stutter a lot. It's a problem I have. It's not good for stand-up, stuttering a lot. Drew Lynch nailed it, I guess. He kind of took that. Whatever. I'm just gonna make a bunch of references to things I know about. We told you guys, stand-up, worst part of the show. We did give you a heads up there, so kind of on you. Hell yeah. Severe. I have severe depression. I'm trying to. Most of my time lately has been spent sitting in bed, staring at walls. It's awesome. Yeah, it rocks. It rocks. The wall isn't rocks. The wall's sheetrock. But I know a lot about sheetrock now. Dumb. I don't want you to worry. I am going to therapy now. I'm bad at therapy. I don't mean to be bad at therapy. My therapist keeps telling me I'm not bad at therapy, but I also can hear the way he talks to me. So I don't know if you've watched a person just lie to your face a bunch, but every Tuesday for me, I watch a guy tell me there's no right way to do therapy, and you're doing fine. And every time I'm like, I know I'm not. I know I'm not. You know why I know I'm not? I know I'm not because every therapy session I bring up pedagogy. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know that I've had a therapy session that hasn't been an argument. Honestly, I go in there so hostile. You're supposed to go in calm and friendly, apparently. I mean, or you're supposed to go in broken and come out fixed. So start. You know, you gotta have a place to start from. Gotta have room to grow, I guess. All right, you guys are sad now. I don't look. You can get worse. I don't know if you guys know that. This is the problem. I started going to therapy recently because I've just been practicing like bad skills. Because people don't act like negative traits or skills, but you can just get good at depersonalization. Like you can. Everything is a trait that you can get better at. And I'm fucking great at that one. I'm so good at that one. These two love that. These two go to therapy or need to. The rest of you, you're all fine, I guess. I do kick you feet too much. I gotta stop. doing kicky feet. I am contractually obligated to be up here for 7 minutes. You guys are held hostage by your own choices. It's that's one of the things about stand-up that I enjoy the most is how many people choose to be in a room and just listen to one person talk. It's the most dysfunctional art choice to do. And it's also dysfunctional to choose to do it, but it's dysfunctional to attend as well. No, honey. No, we're gonna go and sit in a room, and we cannot talk to each other. In fact, they get really mad if you do that. There is no socialization allowed in this at all. Sounds like a good time. I'm convinced that most stand-up comedy shows are attended by girlfriends and the guys that they are convincing to go. Not every stand-up comedy show, but a lot more than you would think, honestly. Because I can't imagine a guy being like, hey, let's go on a first date. Let's listen to another guy talk for 90 minutes. And look, you might say, Alex, there's female comedians out there that they could go to, and I promise you that no guy is choosing them. I'm sorry, they're bad. There's a lot of bad guys out there. I do. I would. But the hypothetical guy is the situation. Guys who aren't like Ash at all, for example. Guys who buy good dishwashers. Well, actually, I am glad I went first now. I'm glad to get this over with. The stress of the entire show being like, fuck, I gotta go ruin 30 people's nights. 35, I don't know. I don't have a closing joke. I told you what this was. I'm looking to see if they're peeking around the door to tell me I'm done. I don't. I'll tell you guys the most argumentative I got with my therapist. My therapist one time, he told me that I might be, he asked me if I knew what the term twice gifted meant, and then he didn't define it in the session, which feels pretty mean. So I looked it up afterwards, and it turns out the term twice gifted is like when you're kind of smart, but you also might have like a learning disability of some kind. So the next therapy session I went in there, and I sat down and I was like, hey man, look, I looked up what twice gifted means. Are you calling me retarded? And I don't know if you've ever won therapy before, but to make your therapist anxious feels a lot like winning therapy. I've been Alex Kaufman. Thank you. Goodbye.
Didn't he do great? Wasn't that awesome?
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Isn't stand-up fun?
I need this. He needs it really bad. And now our celebrity has arrived. Are you guys excited for our celebrity to come? She prepared a song for you. She's doing a musical soon, and she's giving you like a sneak peek into that musical. So I want you all to make it super nice and loud for Sydney Sweeney Todd.
All right, next customer. Come on in.
Oh,
Don't be shy.
yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Welcome to Sydney Sweeney's hair salon.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, we need a chair for
Great.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. You know, I haven't seen you before. Why don't you sit right down?
Yeah, no, that's, no.
Now, what can I get for you? Something short off the sides or long on the top? Or, I don't know. Like, what does a man like you really want?
Can I get a shampoo?
Oh.
Like, just right
Oh.
here. No,
Absolutely, I do offer shampoos, and you know, hair is just my passion. For as long as I can remember, I've just loved follicles. I love keratin. I love the way that strands just fall differently on every person.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Can
what are you thinking?
I be honest?
Of
You're,
course. I mean, this is a hair salon for.
I'm just here for the boobs. You're Sydney Sweeney, right?
Oh my God! It happened again. This is the last time. This is the last time.
Yeah, they're great.
I'm so much more. I'm an actress who's passionate about hair.
And you got a great rack.
People just don't understand me.
Oh, I get it.
I don't think you do. I was born in '97 when my mother helped me to her chest, and she said this little baby was destined to have huge breasts. When I grew, my knockers did too. I played a teenage drug addict. My performance was chef kiss, but all they noticed was my tits. I've been nominated for 2 Emmys for White Lotus and a show about drugs. Is anyone listening to my song? All I see is drugs, drugs, I'm That's a customer.
Sydney Sweeney Todd, ladies and gentlemen.
We didn't practice this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just gonna. He's dead now. Yeah.
It's very method.
Yeah, sometimes.
That was Sydney Sweeney Todd, everybody.
And for any of you detectives in the crowd, the piano stopped working halfway through.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else caught on to that.
Was that you singing that?
Uh-huh, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, let's hear it for this dead man.
We gotta check what happens next in the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now we
How you
like.
guys feeling?
Yeah. We like to just do like. That's called jazz.
Yeah, that's fun.
And that signifies that we are now in tea time. A long, short straw tradition. That's where we take a break from all the really hard writing that we've obviously been doing. And we just kind of ask you guys how the show's going.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any notes for us?
Notes?
There should have been a blackout after she said another customer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good note from Sarah. Give it up for that note from Sarah. Yeah.
At first I just thought she said, he should have been black.
I mean, yeah, she should have been.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It's not a diverse show. Kind of period, actually.
Our bad on that.
The animals are killed. They're
Are
living.
the animals good?
Yeah, they're
I
great.
feel like the animals have been kind of a huge hindrance to what we've been doing.
I don't think so.
I feel like everybody that's near one has been distracted or uncomfortable.
No way, not at all.
I feel like people didn't notice that. Like people didn't know going in that they were gonna have to sit next to a live animal for their whole show.
Well, that's because I have a phase 2.
Oh, you do have a phase 2.
Yeah, the big phase 2 doll.
Because you spent all of our money on the animals, and it better fucking pay off more so than them just sitting in the audience not doing anything.
I totally have something planned right now.
Okay.
I do, yeah. Could I get the gorilla and the monkey? Where are you guys at? Yeah, there's one monkey. There's my gorilla at. Oh yeah, come up here. Yeah. This is
better
gonna work.
payoff.
No, this is gonna good.
This does not seem like a plan.
In what you're doing.
No, this is gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. But anybody yell out a word in general, just a suggestion of some kind.
Zebra.
Zebra. All right, guys. Teamwork. All right.
Yeah, take it away. Go ahead, animals. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know what. I'm afraid. I have a fear of failure, man. I'm worried we're not gonna do good. But
This is an open range. You don't have to be afraid of failing on the open range. You paid a lot of money to be here.
I don't know. I don't even know how to work this gun.
I respect you for that. I respect you for traveling all this way to come to our beautiful country and kill these beautiful animals.
I'm gonna bag me one of them one day, but I'm just a little scared. I'm not a big man like you.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the big gun. Carry it like a man. Don't come into my country with your tiny little hands and your tiny little gun and pretend like you're gonna kill one of my animals and take it home to your country.
It's all a farce, man. I just came to see you again.
I don't want to hear it. Look, I don't want to hear it.
Archibald. Ever since that first hunted trip we did, man, I don't care about these goddamn antelope or these zebras and other shit.
The tent was too small, okay? I asked them for a bigger tent. It shouldn't have happened that way.
So you're saying it was a mistake?
Tomato cans! What are we talking about, guys?
Yeah, so anyway, Archibald, I love you, man.
The tent was small. The tent was small.
I don't know if I'm interrupting anything. I am the chicken.
That's
You guys
cousin.
Yeah. Well,
he's the chicken.
It's good to see you again.
These
It's been way too long.
fucking
Real
animals
quick,
out
real
here
quick, you guys got
killing
any-
me.
You guys got any places to peck? I like to peck. I haven't had a good peck. Fantastic peck.
I was trying to peck myself.
You're trying to fuck this guy?
A little bit, yeah.
It was going that way.
These guys can't help me, so.
That's alright, I got this weird sexual tension with my sous chef. Wait, that was a chicken. I'm gonna cook that guy. Was I interrupting something?
A little bit, but I mean, sometimes it's okay to have somebody watch. Maybe we get a real big tent.
Thank you, chef. We brought with us camping. Thank you, thank
You
you.
need this? Maybe for later, huh?
Yes, chef.
Woo! Carl, I feel distracted.
You're pitching a tent.
Hey, Carl, excuse me.
It can be like this again.
Anyone can walk in.
I believe anyone can show me how to shoot a gun. Nobody can do it as much as you.
We're on the plains, we're out in the open. Anyone can see us. The tourists can see us. They didn't pay to see this. No one pays to see this.
Let the water buffalo see it. Let the antelope see it. Let them all see it. Oh,
Carl, I want you and I want everyone that can see this to know, and I want you to notice I'm not stopping you. I've done nothing to stop you.
It's just a little hard to be the big spoon when you're so little.
Those little hands are doing more than enough. I just remember that first time you got off the plane. And I saw you and you had that big bag and you were like lugging it. And clearly it was too that you'd overpacked for the trip.
Oh yeah.
And I thought it was hilarious.
I lug my big bag everywhere I go. Especially when I come see you, Archibald.
Your bag has gotten so small though, you've gotten so efficient.
Yeah, I'm a fucking monkey. I mean, you know, what do you want from me? I'm out here just doing my thing. We go rapid fire, we go quick, we go efficient, you know what I'm saying?
I'm worried you're gonna outgrow me. I'm worried you're gonna get bored with me. I mean, I've never left this country. I've never left home.
Stop. I like them big and stupid.
I like the way you hold me, but I don't think I like the way you talk to me, Carl. It really feels like this is just convenient for you. You get off the plane.
You think flying to Africa is fucking convenient? Coming out here is convenient for me.
Look, I know it's expensive. I know this whole thing's expensive.
I gotta have a real ID that's hard to get.
It's because you live in Montana. It's not that hard to get in other states. They just gotta give it to you without asking you.
Hey,
You're on a list.
being a monkey in Montana it's a tough thing. I gotta be there 2 hours early. I gotta do the whole thing. I gotta come here. I gotta check my gun at the thing. You know, it's like a lot just to come here to be with my big stupid ape.
Come on, stop that. I want to be a dual citizen. I've given it a lot of thought. And I know it's hard, especially right now. Look, but I think it'll work out just fine. I think that I'm.
Stop thinking.
I think I would pass. I think I'm passing.
Look,
I think I would pass.
we don't have to rush into this. We can take it slow.
Okay.
I know you've been hurt before.
Yeah, I got shot.
Right.
It was that bullshit. It was a bachelor party, and that bullshit friend of yours shot me.
Yeah, well,
I dared him to do it, and he did it.
now I feel like you're teasing me. Are you the Ash or am I the Ash?
Who's on suicide watch?
That's what you wanted the animals to do?
Swing and it's a hit, baby. They loved it. Yes.
Your whole
I
plan.
like it.
Sorry. No, they didn't.
That was as many votes as Cubby got earlier. And she lost.
Your phase 2 was the gorillas come out and try to fuck each other?
Yeah. 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 Sounds pretty good. Yeah. Pretty fun. Well, I guess it's time for us to do something else now.
It is time for us.
Yeah, the show keeps moving. Keeps moving along.
Okay, it's time for us to do.
It's gonna be really funny when you finish this sentence.
What do you think it is? It's time for us to do more stand-up.
Yeah. Get him walked off.
Yeah.
He needs a whole prep time. Yeah, he's gotta jerk off real quick. 3, 2, 1, he's done. And give it up for Alex Bean, everybody!
This show's going really good. Just how we wrote it up. I wanted us to have Brokeback Monkey an hour in to what we were doing. I thought of that joke 6 minutes ago. I've been sitting on that joke for 6 minutes. Oh yeah, there's us. Really hard to explain this picture to my grandparents. They really think I'm gay. And I am, but they don't know that, you know, and so it kind of becomes a whole thing. You guys don't mind if I just send some emails up here, do you? You don't mind if I just take this time to check my stocks? Stocks are doing really good. Anybody else just lose a ton of money recently? Anybody else just check their bank account and be like, oh my God, it's all gone. The stock market like plummeted, and I don't have a joke for that. I just think it's cool. I think, you know, I think the country's going really good, is what I'm trying to say. Fucking Jesus, what am I going to talk about? I have a couple stories to tell you guys. The first story that I want to tell you guys is about how I am from Oklahoma, which is why I look like this and I talk like this. And being from Oklahoma, I feel like just part of that is like I did spend a part of my childhood living in a trailer. Absolutely, I did. I have an uncle who has no fingers, who's a conspiracy theorist. My Nana died pretty recently, and we just did prayers for like 6 straight days, like just classic Oklahoma stuff. You guys are familiar, right? I've dated more than one woman who lost her home to a tornado. Do you guys get what I'm getting at here? Yeah. But home insurance is a scam, okay? Okay, Tracy is right about that. They were both named Tracy, is what I'm trying to say. The part about being from Oklahoma is that you're just sort of, like, you always have, like, a weird bad dad. My standard issue weird bad dad, his name was Darren. Him and my mom were both, like, college athletes. They were both, like, my dad was, like a state champion weightlifter and powerlifter. My mother was, like, a college basketball player. I do this. They don't love it, right? And I take gay pictures with my friends, where we all share a milkshake, okay? We don't jive exactly, you know? But I remember in middle school, I went to like a rich person private school because my mother was a teacher there. We were poor, okay? We were the poor kids at the rich kids school, which was awesome. It was really good for my self-esteem. And I remember my dad like taking me out to the garage, and he took me in the garage one day and he's like, I bought you a punching bag. And I was like, I'm 12. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. He's like, I want you to learn how to fight. And I was like, I go to a private Christian middle school. Okay, I don't need to learn how to fight. And then he's like really, really getting me. He's like, part of being a man is when someone disrespects you, you beat the fuck out of them. And I was like, dude, I'm 12, but this seems like bad parenting. To be totally honest with you, this seems like not what you're supposed to be doing right now, I don't think. And he's grilling into me. He's like, when someone disrespects you on the playground, you punch that person in the face. And I was like, you don't think I should use my words and try to talk about it? He's like, only if you're gay. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gay yet. And he's like, shut up, faggot. And it was this whole thing, and it was really bad, and I didn't feel good about it. It felt really bad. And I remember, like, my dad is like, this is how you punch. And he's like, teach me how to throw a punch. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to need to use this, you know? And then, like, but the thing that my dad didn't understand is that we went to, like, a rich kid private school, and I was the only kid who was both poor and fat. So my dad's trying to teach me, like, Taekwondo moves. I weigh like 140 pounds in 3rd grade, okay? I'm not getting a kick up on anybody, okay? If I try to balance on one leg, I'm going to fall the fuck over, okay? My father's trying to give me lessons as if I can fight anybody, but I'm just in a sea of like glorious preteens who want to beat the fuck out of me at all times, okay? It didn't work, you know? And then one guy, one day at recess, like challenged me to a fight. I'm like, I know how to do this. And then he punched me in the face, and I laid on the ground and I cried. And my teachers told me I won that fight. Okay? I was very proud to report to my father that I won the fight. He still hasn't spoken to me since then. Hoping to earn his respect one day. If I kill enough deer, I think, he'll love me again. I bought a truck, that didn't work. I don't know, we're just trying to figure things out.
Get it lifted.
Get it lifted, get my truck lifted. Hell yeah, okay, yeah. I have a journal called Things to Do to Buy My Father's Love Back. I'm gonna put that at the top. Get a lifted truck. Listen to more Brooks and Dunn. Start praying again.
We'll see what happens. Speaking of prayer, let's all bow our... No, I'm just kidding. Let's all bow our heads. Go bow your heads. Go ahead, bow your heads. No, I'm just kidding. Unless you don't want to go to hell. Okay, that's what we're talking about up here. If you don't want to go to hell, bow your little head. Go ahead and bow your little head. Cool, we're all on the same side. So, yeah, just making sure there's room for all of us down there. Not being a Christian anymore is so funny. Because on one hand, it's like, I want to have sex and smoke weed. And then on the other hand, what if it's eternal damnation? You know? Do I trade getting high and having a good time for rotting in a lake of fire for all of eternity? And yes, the answer is yes. The answer is absolutely yes, I do. No, but speaking of prayer, I've been to a lot of weddings lately. Because I have friends and I'm a cool guy. And I've learned a lot about weddings. I've learned that according to the vows at a wedding, every couple thinks that they are the only couple that dances in the kitchen together. Every wedding vow I hear, it's like the bride or the groom is just like, and I love our dances in the kitchen. And the bride looks at the audience like, you guys don't do that. That's just an us thing. And it's not. Right? I don't think so. I grind on my girlfriend in the kitchen all the time. Right? I drop it down low. Okay, I hit that drop. It's fun. It did just make me think that like going to a wedding is weird because it's like you just have an audience. You know, you're like inviting all of your friends to this thing that's a big ceremony, and then you talk for 5 or 10 minutes, and then everybody gets drunk and then goes home and does something weird. A wedding is just inviting your friends to your stand-up comedy show. Right? Because I try to get my friends to come to my stand-up shows all the time. And what do? We have this big, weird ceremony thing. I talk for 5 or 10 minutes. We all get drunk. I think I was way cuter than I actually was. And we all go home, okay? And the cool thing about writing 7 minutes of new material is that you don't have time to write a closer. So that's all I have. My name is Alex B. Thank you for coming.
Nobody wants to do it, but we're doing the news right now. The news is a thing. Do you watch the news?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do the fucking news. Oh, God. A lot going on. This is... Here, take that. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. Lock in. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday Night News Show. We're about to do the news, so please lock the fuck in. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Donald Trump's doctor has reported that despite everything we've heard or seen recently, Donald Trump is in excellent physical and mental health. A pretty easy diagnosis to score when your doctor is the Joker. Yeah, we have pictures, so it's pretty cool. Nice. Yeah. The U.S. has deployed the military to defend the southern border, bringing us into the awesome company of other other countries with militarized borders. We're in really, really good company. Other countries with militarized borders, North Korea, China, Germany in the 40s, Mordor. Things are going well, right? I think things are good, yeah. RFK Jr. recently visited Texas because it was marked as the epicenter of the measles outbreak after apparently there was a second death of an unvaccinated child from measles. If only there were a pill or a shot or a medicine that you could take to not get measles. If only it existed. It does. Take your vaccines, idiot. 22,000 pounds of Johnsonville bratwurst were recalled in 10 states because they may contain hard plastics. First off, duh. Second, for anyone who was at the Short Straw last month where we force-fed everybody hot dogs, our bad. Our fault. I'm sorry about that. Okay? You are gonna die. Is what I'm saying. Okay, so go to a doctor. The global doomsday clock has inched to 89 seconds to midnight, which is closer than ever before. We're getting closer to that metaphorical midnight end of the world thing. We're still 89 seconds out, which begs the question, what else could go wrong? What else are we waiting for to get to midnight? You know what I mean? Actor Glenn Powell seen here getting me pregnant. Actor Glenn Powell launched an organic condiments line called Smash Kitchen, as if the condiments business wasn't horny enough already. Come on, guys. I don't think so. Russian criminals have been putting explosive materials in sex toys before shipping them out as new terrorism. They're calling it 6911. Pretty good. An Idaho mom who killed 2 of her kids goes on trial in Phoenix for conspiring to murder her husband as well. And she would have gotten away with it if it weren't for the ghost of those meddling kids. An Australian woman unknowingly gives birth to a stranger's baby after an IVF clinic made an error in a sperm. Even worse, the woman named the baby New Jesus. Summer's right around the corner, so new crash diets are all the rage, obviously. A woman on Instagram who did the carnivore diet, which is where you eat only meat, issued a warning after sharing she has peed blood for days. But her doctor, Joe Rogan, seen here realizing he just shit his pants explaining what vaccines are. Joe Rogan says she's fine, she's just on her period. So it's actually, everything's gonna be fine with that. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the fucking news. Thank you so much.
Everybody. Thanks for being here. We have a big, exciting thing coming up right now. Super fun. We have our dominatrix here. Are you guys excited for that? She's going to answer all your burning questions about all the kinky things that you think in your dirty little brains.
Oh, yeah, did everyone write down dumb, kinky questions on a piece of paper?
Those? Yeah.
Is there a bucket?
Is there a sexy little bucket of kinky questions?
Yeah.
There was a bucket.
Yeah, there he is.
There should be a very sexy bucket.
Henry for the savior.
Thank you, Henry. Oh, wow. We actually have a lot in here, so thank you so much for doing this. Now, y'all, I know being in the same room with a dominatrix, it's scary. It's intimidating, right? For me personally, I'm terrified. Okay, I'm very afraid.
Because sometimes we're bad at sex.
Yes, but failure is one thing. Failing at sex is like a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? And fellas, we've all been there. Okay, we've all been there, okay? We all know what I'm talking about.
And ladies, never.
Never.
No.
We are a pro-woman show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Besides when you're on stage.
Yes.
But we have this. We have a very lovely dominatrix. She's our very good friend. She's going to answer all your burning questions. So make it nice and loud for our friend Rochelle.
Rochelle Perry.
Hi.
Hey.
Where's all your leather?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys couldn't afford it.
I spent the money.
Yeah, we literally couldn't.
Yeah.
You spent it all on that zoo, I heard.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so you're a dominatrix.
Yes, we look just like you guys. We just wear regular clothes. We have jobs. It's great.
And also, you're actually literally a dominatrix. This is not like a bit that we're doing.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I have extensive experience in the dominatrix world. I do, for years. I used to peg men, and now I just peg for love.
That's scary. That's terrible.
You guys seem really scared.
I'm afraid.
You guys know me.
That's why we're all close to getting in this little hole.
I'm standing in this corner.
I'd love to see all three of you fit in that hole, actually. Do it right now.
You can't say it like
She's
that.
tricking us. She's trying to dominatrix us.
Hey, you couldn't afford it.
Yeah! Hey, yes you could.
Yeah.
You need to do that, actually. That's kind of how it works, actually. Yes.
Okay, so what we did is everybody wrote down their kinky questions and they put them in this bucket. Thank you all so much for doing that. But since our opinions are more important than yours, y'all...
I'll take over. Since our opinions are more important than his especially. But also theirs. At least for right now, we're gonna ask a couple of questions.
Yeah, we're gonna, is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay,
That's
okay,
great.
okay. Okay, I have a question.
Yes, I love the hand raising.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Alex.
What is it?
That's a good one. Actually, that was the question I was gonna
What
ask.
is what?
It.
It.
What is dominatrixing?
Dominatrixing. It is taking full control over a scene or a person because they have given you consent to do so.
That's an important part.
That is actually the entire part. Yes, the other Alex.
It feels like sex is also a part.
It's not actually. Sex is not always represented in kink culture. Sometimes it can just be about living through an experience or a sensation or an emotion. It doesn't always have to lead to sex. Actually, there was a poll that said only 35% of people who are into kink play experience sex while enjoying that. So
I have a question. I have a question.
Okay, you guys are so eager.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Eli, yes.
How do I tell my partner that one finger in the butthole doesn't work anymore?
You say it just like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you say it just like that.
I thought I had to say it different.
No, you just ask, and then they should do it.
I thought I had to say like more fingers, mommy, please.
I don't think you thought that ever.
I feel like we need to. I feel like the audience might actually have better questions.
Okay, yeah.
So I pulled a question from the audience.
Okay.
This is a great question. What do taxes look like for a dominatrix?
Oh.
Very apt for the time. Apt.
I firmly believe in defunding the IRS, so I only accept cash.
Only good people here tonight.
Okay, here's one. What's a kink stereotype you wish people would stop believing?
I don't like that people think that we're miscreants or we're like doing terrible things or bad things, that kink is a bad thing. They're really wonderful ways to explore experiences that are dangerous out in the real world. When you have consent and boundaries with a partner, you can experience literally any scenario, and it's really awesome. So I just wish people wouldn't think we're like fucking criminals or something.
Okay, we'll do one. Yeah.
One more. Why is playing with pee-pee so sexy?
Wait,
That's a legitimate question.
pee-pee like penis or pee-pee like pee?
I think
we don't know. Does anybody want to admit that
That's a pee-pee question.
It's me.
Oh my god, of course it is. Got gauges. Yeah.
So, my friend Ian wants to know, why is playing with pee so sexy?
So for me, it's been more of like a playful, funny, haha, you peed on me in the shower kind of thing. But some people really enjoy it because no matter what, if you're a submissive person, whatever your dom gives you is a gift. So if he's giving you his pee, you're like, thank you, Jesus. Like, that's amazing. Like, I'll take it, accept it. Okay. This Alex.
Is in this situation, is Jesus peeing on people?
Yeah, because he also turns water into pee.
Here's the same question.
You both had the same question.
I like the hand raising thing. Does anybody, just one person from the audience, does anybody have a burning question? Yes, sir.
So if I
eager.
were to be like emotionally available,
That's Ash. That's Ash from earlier.
how do I bring up that I want to try something new? Like,
Okay. Yes, a great way to start is with implements. So that's the very basic beginning of kink is spanking and things. Well, you know, this is hard to explain. Why don't we actually do a demonstration? Would you guys like that? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Eli. Yes, hold on. Let's see. This is a good one. Back to the dungeon with you. Give it up for Jay. And this is a hardware bag because the best implements come from Lowe's. So it's the best sex store in town. And then let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, Eli. Let's go ahead and put your hands on that and put your butt out, please.
Okay.
Now, I want to let everyone know that prior to this demonstration, we have established safe words. Okay, so don't feel like this is going to go too far and he's going to get scared. And that's not going to happen because yes, boys.
What's his safe word?
Oh, what's your safe word, Eli?
You'll know it.
So, to preface real quick, his safe words are not no, and his safe word is not stop. Okay? Excellent. Let's see. I want a round of applause for which implement I should use on Eli. Okay, we have a baseball bat. Oh, is it going to be a Titan strap? We have, let's see. Oh, we have some nipple clamps. I think we can get louder. How about the crop? Okay, so we're gonna start at a low level. So this is what you do with a partner if you guys are trying to like experiment. Your hand, by the way, is your original implement, so you can always start with your hand there. You should always start at a very minimal level. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the crop. I'm gonna give you about a 1, okay?
You got it.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah, child's play, vanilla shit. Okay, let's up it a little bit. Let's do a 5. Let's do a 5. All right. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Usually, to be fair, he would be bare-assed for this. I'm doing it a little bit harder because the jeans. Yeah. Okay. So let's up it a little bit. Let's give him a 10.
Yeah.
Ready?
Sure.
Oh. That's like a 3. Sorry.
What was that? I'm sorry. What was that? I didn't hear you.
Dale. He hasn't said it yet. Hold on.
Is that the full safe word?
Bring it to a 15.
Kill him!
Dale. Dale. And there it is.
Universal American. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we're
It goes on for a while, yeah.
Sorry, I wanted you to stop.
baby, I don't have a safe word. I keep talking.
Everybody can tell.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your final stand-up comedian of the night. You might know who it is based off of he's the only one who hasn't done stand-up comedy so far. So make it nice and loud for our friend,
Eli Singleton! Boy, my ass hurts. Hey, that was fun. Yeah. Oh. How are you guys doing? This is hurting. Yeah, I felt that one. That was good. So after that, you probably noticed I was a Mormon. So that's pretty cool. Things have changed. But I wanted to tell you guys specifically about the first time I went to a Mormon temple. Everybody has heard of that before? Yes. Okay. If you don't know, it's like a secret clubhouse with like a really special password, and the password is 10% of your money. And it's basically the whole rule to get in. Yeah. It's weird. It's different, you know. And I was not like a part of the church when growing up, so like I was like new to it. And the first time I went to the temple was right before I decided to serve a mission, because I make good decisions with my life. I'm choosing stuff. So the first time I went to this temple, I roll up and like it's a lot. It's a ton. You walk in. There's you go through like different rooms. You have to learn passwords. You have to like put on silly costumes. And all of this is completely original and not based off of Freemasonry, which it was stolen from. If you're wondering, like, oh my gosh, I would really like to see that, you can't. It's so secretive unless you type it into YouTube. And tons of people have recorded it. But the first time I went, though, I'm going through all these different rooms and I'm trying to learn stuff, dressed in the worst kind of cosplay that's ever been happening. I look like I didn't understand what Ren Fair was. You know what I mean? Like a bad Ren Fair outfit. And so we get to this room and we're all kneeling to pray. And out of nowhere, this one lady with us, she just passes out. She just like hits the floor. And I was confused because this is my first time. So I was like, oh God, she's Jesusing harder than me right now. You know, like maybe I'm doing it wrong. Or God hates her and that's why she's on the floor now. And so the next thing that had to happen, turns out this wasn't a part of it, was they had to call the firefighters to come into the super secret building, who are not Mormon. So my only like imaginatory like thought is like they have to go into this building and figure out like the strangest escape room that's ever happened, you know? Imagine going to a door and be like, hi, we're here to save someone's life, and they're like, yeah, but do you know the password? Figure out this riddle really quick from this hour-long movie you gotta watch. So they like make it through this. They go all the way out completely through the temple. They go through all these different rooms to show up to us, who are all crouched around this lady on the floor. And then we all just look up with our goofy costumes at them. And they were like, no. And they turned around and left. And it was like, that's just what happened. She's fine. She's with God. But, nice joke. Way to go, me. Very good, very good, very good. Even after that, I walked out of that building, walked out of it, should have had 1,000 thoughts, and out of that I just went, I guess I'm going on a mission now. That was my next thought. I was like, I gotta go on this thing now. Which was scary, also. I went to the state of Kentucky. It was really fun. And it was weird because I always like looked at like missionaries, like for me, like heroes. Like they're the greatest people ever. They like, well, I was like a weird bad kid. And so like that was like the peak of person. Until you get there and you realize they're just like 19-year-old boys who are also very horny all the time. So my whole mission, like I would like meet people and be like, gosh, they must be so spiritual stuff. And then you just find out like whatever missionary you were with is like dating a high schooler in the area. That's true. That happened. And they're doing pretty good right now. Honestly, yeah, like their parents had a lot more money than mine and they have good jobs. So they're doing fine. It was a cool time.
That's enough about Mormons, I guess. What else is happening? No, I want to talk about Mormon stuff still. I just remembered stuff. It's fine. It was fun. It was a good time. I met a lot of people when I was out there, like really good people too, like that I thought I was actually helping. Wasn't. And but you'd meet people and you'd have long interactions with them, see them over months and months, so you get close to them. And I remember one time. We had this one lady, she loved us. We went to all her family get-togethers and everything like that. But she also spoke Spanish. We spoke Spanish. And so she would need us to go to the doctor with her to translate. And at first you're it's not a big deal. Until you get there and she's just talking about her herpes. And I don't know the Spanish word for herpes, if I'm being honest with you. But I improvised, The best I could come up with was big red bumps. And the doctor kicked us out. And wasn't fun at all. But I remember those times really well, because she, even coming out of that, was she thought we were superheroes to her. Until she found out that it was actually just AIDS. And she's doing fine now. She's with God. And all right, that's all the time I'm going to do. Thank you very much.
We're overtime at this point.
That's 90 minutes of variety comedy, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Kind of a lot of
You could say we had another successful show.
You could say that.
You could
say that.
Yeah.
I think. Sorry, you're just
Where are you
crossing
going?
my sight line now.
Yeah.
It's fucking me up.
I'm gonna go.
What?
I don't think I'm gonna do the show anymore.
Why?
I think I need to dedicate my life to horses.
Sorry,
You guys ever feel like you need to dedicate your life to horses?
No. Who here feels like they need to dedicate their lives to horses? One person.
A couple people.
One person.
And that's all I need.
This whole show you've been trying to leave.
You keep trying to bail on us.
Well, look. Have you guys ever seen Hidalgo?
No.
Have you guys ever seen Hidalgo? This is a real question. Hidalgo is a movie about horses and also Viggo Mortensen and also being a cowboy.
And so it's not really about leaving a situation then?
Well, I don't know. But I'm doing a Hidalgo, basically is what I'm doing.
You're gonna race a horse in the desert?
Yep. Yeah, so next week I'm leaving. I'm going back to Austin, Texas, and I'm going to be really into horses.
He always does that. He always says he's going to leave, and he doesn't fucking leave.
Yeah,
He's not leaving.
And he's still at the bar the next day.
I'm going this time for real. This
You're not
time I'm
leaving.
really going to do it.
You gotta stop doing that. You've been doing that the entire show.
And you're not supposed to sit on the box, so you could just, again, we
Okay,
talked
no.
about
What's
this.
with
Just
your
stay on your
no. You've been doing this thing.
Just
the
stay
whole
on the
time.
mark, and then because then it shows we're against you right now because we're over here and you're over there.
We've never
And
blocked
then
the show in our whole
I
lives.
blocked it, and I told you I was going to block it.
That's dumb.
I feel like instead of having actual reactions with the people, you have planted people here to interact with us.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that. The show's about spontaneity and everything being.
CJ, the dishwasher, did somebody ask you to be here?
No, you were just here. Don't.
Hey,
he said he was just
seriously,
here.
Did Kaufman ask you to show up dressed as a dishwasher?
No, why would Kaufman do that?
They're in on it together. Fucking guys.
It feels like you're doing like a Ratatouille thing.
Yeah, just like you're doing a Ratatouille.
I'm not doing a Ratatouille, and if I was doing a Ratatouille, I wouldn't be doing it, and I'd be doing a Geppetto. It's clearly a Geppetto. If it's anything, it's a Geppetto. If it's anything, it's a Geppetto.
I think it's a being John Malkovich.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It didn't
That's you. That's you right there.
Yeah.
Not that one. That's the puppet. That's a puppet. That's you. That's you right there. That's you. That's you. That's you.
That's what you're doing the whole time.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but Eli's been fucking doing a. Eli's been doing a. A zoo thing?
Are you doing a We Bought a Zoo?
But it's a we are renting to own a zoo?
Yeah, I got a zoo for us. It was for us.
Didn't seem like it.
It was a Rainforest Cafe.
Was it?
Look, that was pretty cool.
I don't think it's not. It wasn't a Rainforest Cafe thing.
Oh,
it wasn't. You know it wasn't.
You
Hey,
gotta
buddy.
take big swings if
Buddy.
you want to make it.
I
you
really
know?
don't. I thought it was a Rainforest Cafe thing. I don't think it was a Rainforest Cafe thing at the end of the day.
What are you talking about?
It kind of seems like maybe you just tried to buy a bunch of children to make them like do a show.
It would have been so cute if they were all kids.
That just seems illegal.
I feel like kids at 8 p.m. in a basement.
I tried to do that.
Yeah, that's not a good look. Don't
You
do
shouldn't
it.
do that.
That's like you're doing a Monsters Inc. right now.
You're doing a Monsters Inc.
I'm harnessing the energy from the power of laughter.
No.
No.
No, it's not
But
that.
It's not.
I'll kidnap 1,000 children.
That's you. That's you.
1,000 children before I let this company die.
Play it again.
I'll kidnap 1,000 children.
That's what he was.
That's what he was doing.
He was doing a Monsters Inc.
I was doing a Monsters Inc. the whole time.
Yeah. Ah, damn. Well, time for us to go reflect on all of our choices. Time for you all to maybe have one more drink and forget about all this.
And that's the short straw.
That's the short straw.